Okay, so let's get into some practice. So we're going to use the Wusa now against an incoming punch. We'll start you off with contact, just so you can get a feeling for it. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see with this, so I'll start with my hand on top of Carson's, and Carson is going to be throwing a punch towards my center, right? Is that as your opponent comes in with that punch, I'll notice that people start to push downward. So what that looks like, that's a problem, right? Because if Carson's, he's going to do Wusa, right? If Carson starts to push down against my hand, and I'm any good, I'm not just a complete lemon, then I'm going to let that force roll off. So as he pushes down, I'm not just going to let him stay there and go with it. As he pushes down, I'm going to run palms and just go forward and hit him. So you don't actually want to push down with the Wusa. You present the Wusa towards them, which creates this shape, which then spins back towards you because of the incoming pressure. So as Carson comes slowly towards me with this punch, I present the shape, and his force, keep punching, spins my shape down, as opposed to me pushing down, yeah? And you know, he came through and he touched my belly then, but there was no force left in it. So if he tries to actually punch through there, like it's already been decelerated to a point where there's no juice left in that strike. So what the exercise looks like is you're just going to start from your hand either in a guard position or just a relaxed hooks out position, and as he goes to punch through to the chest / center, I just present this shape. So I'm keeping a forward projection. You can keep your guard up as well if you want. Point your fingers up, and it's like his punch is spinning my shape down. So I still have a forward intent. I'm still reaching towards him, so to speak, so that my hand spins down, as opposed to pushing down where he can just run palms on, okay? So that's the exercise. So let's have a look. Carson's gonna have a go at it now. I come through with a punch from underneath his wrist, coming through slowly. He presents the shape and rolls me down. He wants to keep his focus towards me, and it's like I'm pushing. Another way to think about it is that if I was to push on his elbow joint towards him, it'll just spin at the shoulder, and it just spin at the shoulder joint, right? Because that's the natural lever of the shoulder. So as I go to punch in, he naturally redirects that pressure. Now, once you're feeling comfortable with that, you can start to speed it up and even break contact now. So from here now, look, your intent should be to strike, and this is just a drill. It's a training exercise to get used to the feeling. So what I mean is, if this is a combat situation and I go to punch at Carson, he shouldn't be thinking, okay, I'm going to Wusa this punch now. His mindset should be to actually strike through. So he goes to actually hit, yeah, in whatever shape or form. So he uses the tansai then, great. Now, if the pressure is too much, then it would spin down, right? But for the sake of this exercise and the skill development of the Wusa, we're going to actually consciously let the Wusa roll down, okay? So you can then speed it up a bit, yeah? Moving around, throwing faster and harder punches. Of course, be careful with your training partner if you've got someone. If it's your imaginary friend, then go as fast as you can. And there's a way you can apply the Wusa. Now, you can also, if you feel confident and you also have been training for a while, you can do that in your cross punching, right? So as Carson is chain punching towards me, I can use continuous Wusa. So I just keep my guard in front, make contact, and let it spin. So this is, you know, for the more advanced guys, you can use your Wusas in your cross punching as well. Cool. Any observations or questions? You know where to put them in the community, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.